Okay, so, last time, um, what did happen last time? We got shot. Um, Miang died in quotation marks, but it wasn't, she didn't actually die. She just, like, possessed Ellie. Um, I don't know that a whole bunch else happened. Oh, wait, I forgot to turn my speaker back down. I don't think we need to change Saitan's gear. Start. God, the interplanetary invasion weapon, Deus, had awakened, and its arc, Merkava, was activated. Deus began to absorb, one after the other, mutated people. or one after the other, the mutated people destined to be its parts, while the non-mutated would eventually only become a threat to it. To exterminate us and our civilization, it set into action. The planet's surface was devastated by Merkava, and the weapons born out of it, called the Seraph Angels. While pursuing the newly awakened Deus, we chanced upon Faye, whose whereabouts had hitherto been lost, along with his gear, Weltal, discovered together at the place where Merkava was originally located. We were overjoyed by Faye's return, but it was short-lived. For some unknown reason, Faye was found in a state of suspended animation. He did not regain consciousness. The people of Shavat, and we ourselves, feared a relapse of Id's power, and had no choice but to put Faye into carbonite freeze. Your Majesty, why do the people of Shavat fear Faye so much? Even if Graf and Id's power are comparable. It is not that we fear him. We fear the error we ourselves committed, and now we are simply trying to put a lid on it. The error that you yourselves committed? Shavat instigated a battle 500 years ago to gain our independence from Solaris. However, we became overcome with the lust for power, fearing the war-torn people would no longer be with Shavat, but with the Nissan Mother, and that the people would assemble under Sophia. The Council of Elders of Shavat, back then, made a deal with Solaris. A deal? Yes. At the time, Solaris, or the Gazelle Ministry to be exact, were at odds with a woman who held the real power behind the scenes. Would that happen to have been Miang? Most probably it was. Fearing the increasing power of the masses, assembling in Nissan, the Gazelle Ministry schemed to hand over to us their antagonist, Miang, and promised a division of the rulership over the Earth's surface. But in exchange, we had to give them the rebel army that assembled in Nissan, and also their patron, Sophia. Alright, that was Zephyr. The leaders of Shavat accepted, and it was decided that Nissan would be the location of the final decisive battle with Solaris. Shavat did not participate in that battle, thwarted by the awesome numbers of the Solarian army, with their path of retreat cut off. The Nissan rebel army ran out of options and was destroyed. Caught up in the middle of all this was Lacan, Bart's ancestor Roni, myself, and Krelian. You were also there? Yes. Surrounded on all sides, we were prepared to die. And then, the rebel forces' flagship appeared with Sophia on board. She sacrificed herself so as to create a path for our retreat. Sophia's ship headed straight for the enemy's main ship on a suicide attack. Sorry, give me a sec. Thanks to Sophia's sacrifice, we were able to survive. However, her death forever changed the fate of two men. Krelian, who followed closely under her as the leader of the Nissan sect's militia, completely lost faith after calling out to a god that would not respond. I will create God with my own hands, were the last words he uttered before he disappeared. And Lacan. He resented himself for not having the power to do anything while she died right in front of him. So he began the search for the legendary power. Legendary power? God's resting place, Manon, the source of divine wisdom, Raziel, and the anima relics, which were created by that very wisdom. Besides these, there is one more legend. And that is... Zohar. Zohar? Wow. Side 10. Old man voice. That is the same name as the Zohar modifier. The power reactor that Miang spoke of, saying it was the infinite energy source of God, Deus. What she claimed is also the source of our ether powers, and the driving force of all our gears. It would have to be one and the same thing. It is the place that contains the ultimate source of this world's power. It is said that only he who has the correct destiny would be able to discover its location. Losing all faith in humanity, Lacan sought after its power. Lacan became Graf, and the world collapsed. This tragedy happened because of the people's lust for power. I must take part of the responsibility for not having been able to stop it. And now, Faye, the one who has the same power as Graf. We just wanted to seal up that dreadful power that arose from our own sinful deeds. Graf, the man once known as Lacan, sought after the power of Zohar. The power the one who has the same power as Graf, Faye. I had this premonition that Faye too would awaken and seek out that power, and that presentiment became a reality. Where am I? Who am I? This is my memory? Doc? Bart? Rico? Billy? Wise Man? Graf? Everyone. My memories. Ellie? Mother? Who are you? I'm surprised. That's pretty clever. You are id. I misjudged you. I didn't expect a fake personality would create a fourth persona. Fourth persona? He can't feel anything. He's shut up inside your ego. The pressing facts and truth you won't face. You're afraid of them, so you desired to completely shut yourself off from the outside world. And so you formed a fourth persona. A fourth Fae. The name doesn't matter. He's the one on the stage. He's the one who's in control of our body. But it is a useless form of resistance. Come with me. Wait, what are you doing? He has the key. I merely want to borrow it. I've got to go somewhere. Are you coming too? Ron? Or no, that's Roni. Wow, why did I fucking read that as Ron? I'm gonna give this guy the same voice as Bart. Come on guys, eat up. You haven't been able to get this kind of food around here lately, have you? Well, this is also due to my business savvy. I don't know this person whose ancestor this is, or if it is an ancestor of someone. What's wrong, Lacan? You look kinda down. What's bothering you? Are you worried about something? It's nothing. I'm just thinking about painting Sophia. I don't know why I agreed to do her portrait. Sophia? You mean your childhood friend who's now the Holy Mother of Nissan? She's not really a childhood friend. I just made her acquaintance at the monastery near my home when I was a child. She went to the clinic there for some convalescence? I don't know what that word means. She was frail. So, what are you worried about painting her for? She does not wish herself to become a symbol of her sect. Actually, it seems she wasn't interested in having her portrait painted at first. But when she heard I would be the painter, she turned around and agreed. That's why I don't understand. I see. Then she must like you. What are you talking about? That's how women are, right, Krellian? Is this the blue-haired one? Hey, Krell. It is. Huh? What's up? You not having any? It's ready to eat. Ah, yeah. The Holy Mother of Nissan, huh? What, are you out to offend a divine province or something, like Lacan? Providence, not province. Cut it out. It's not like that. What? You've got to lighten up a little. Sophia first showed me that books are the best way to calm the heart. And now I'm hooked on reading. Hooked on phonics. I'm not trying to brag, but I've learned a lot of things I never knew before. Lately, I've been reading this. What is it? Something I borrowed from Melchior. It's about a form of molecular engineering, nanotechnology. I believe it's a book found in the ancient ruins of the Zeboam civilization. It's a copy of someone's research report, but it's incomplete. I think there were even more wonderful things written in it, but we'll never know now. What's wrong? You don't look so good. Lately, you've seemed melancholy almost every day. Has something happened? I don't know. I just can't paint right now. Sorry, but do you mind if we stop here for today? I see. It's not good to push yourself too hard. Why don't you rest up for a little while? I'll have Krellian take you. I don't know why. There's something about the scene of frickin' Lacan painting Sophia in the chapel that, like, it gets me. Like, it pulls at my heartstrings. Even so, there was a time when I did some pretty vicious things. I lashed out at random, everyone around me feared me, even my friends. I lived a life surrounded by people who looked at me with fear in their eyes. But she was the only one who wasn't afraid of me. She would just smile. Peace of mind. She was the one who taught me what that was, and how I could receive it. She taught me to live as a human. What are you doing, Lacan? Oh, it's you, Krellian. I was thinking I'd stop painting the portrait. Why stop now? It's the circumstances. I shouldn't be painting her at a time like this. Eventually, she too must stand at the front lines, so... Is that really the problem? Lacan? Her smile. It's killing me. The more she smiles at me, the more I feel my very being become insignificant. Inside my heart, there's this empty existence. Other than painting, I have no worth. Yet, she continues to accept my presence. I feel like I'm getting smaller and smaller. I didn't have this feeling in the beginning. I just wanted to paint her one more minute, one more second longer. I just wanted to keep on painting forever, but suddenly, I couldn't. As the picture neared completion, the empty part of me started to manifest itself in my brush strokes. I was meant to be painting her as she really is, but this picture is my own self. My empty self has begun to appear within there. That's why I've got to stop now. Your own self? You're just running away. You can't bear it when she smiles at you. By painting her portrait, you noticed the gap between your own inner emptiness and her inner abundance. And you could not fill that gap. That is why you're quitting your painting. You are refusing her. Even so, you still can't bring yourself to leave her, can you? In spite of that, why is it that she continues to smile at you? You who can't accept her feelings. You who won't accept her feelings. Tell me why. If it was me who was receiving such feelings... You're neglecting yourself too much. Why aren't you kinder to yourself, mistress? Is this really her true expression? Yeah, it's people who don't know her that well, I guess. Her smile? I don't know. The smile in this picture is somehow different from the one she usually shows us. I realize Lacan's feelings are in there, but I don't think she has ever opened herself up and shown her inner self to others like this before. You've been painting such a beautiful expression of Sophia. I just can't see the reason why you want to stop. Beautiful? Forget it. This picture? It's anything but beautiful. Lacan, you say you're empty. Then why do you come along with us? What we've been doing up till now are not just acts of mercy. It's a fight for freedom. Time and again, you've been through life-threatening situations with us. A man who has nothing in his heart couldn't do that kind of thing, right? Brony, you're giving me too much credit. As long as you do something to keep yourself occupied, you can ignore the hollowness inside. From the beginning, my very existence itself was an emptiness. It wouldn't matter if I were to die right now. You live, you die, that's all. Pessimistic as usual, Lacan. And now you're lying. It is just that you're not good at expressing your own feelings. You're not empty. She knows that. That's why she shows only you her true smile. I don't deserve to see her true smile. She's the hope of the people, their support. There's so much more for her to do. Why would she open her heart to a mere artist like me? Bro. Hey, bro, what are you doing here? What's up? The Council of Elders of Shivat has issued a decision. Tomorrow, we will leave for Soylent. Soylent? That's in Solaris. Yes, and Sophia will be coming with us. That's ridiculous. The refugees are still increasing. We can't afford to have Sophia leave Nissan. And going to Soylent, oh. I thought that said, that's plain foolish, and I'm just like, what? That's broken English in multiple ways. That's plain foolish. It's too dangerous. What are the elders thinking? No, it wasn't the council's wish. It was Sophia's will. It appears that she expressed this desire herself. That can't be. What is she thinking? Originally, we talked about it just being us. Just us. That's not your voice. Sophia! Sophia. Lacan, what are you doing? You keep back. I knew we couldn't leave Sophia in your care. I'll protect her, even if it costs me my life. Why don't you go get some rest, Krell? You haven't slept since the day before yesterday, have you? You shouldn't do that to yourself. I'm fine. It's not a problem. Look, I'll watch over her, so you go sleep. What will we do if you fall ill? Do not forget that you are the head of the sect's military forces. Okay, I suppose you are right. Ellie, I'm so sorry. It was my misjudgment that did this to you. I was terrified. It was like you could see right through me. Your eyes, that look. It was me that was being reflected back in your eyes. I was looking at myself, and thus painting myself. I couldn't stand it, so that's why... Oh, Ellie, what in the heavens did you find inside of me? When you wake up, I think I'll ask you that. On second thought, no. No, I don't want to burden you with my concerns. Ugh, why? Okay. Real talk, like, I don't know why. This like, sappy stuff, like, it's getting to me. Besides, I wouldn't be able to ask you. One look into your eyes, and I can't say a thing. I wouldn't even be able to tell you how I feel. You are the sweetest person. Ellie? You're someone who cannot bear to see others hurt by your own actions. So you hold everything in and bear all the burden. If you get hurt in the end, you think that is fine. That's what I like about you. Stop. Don't say that. You become just another human. Everyone will. Humans aren't all that frail, you know. They don't need a symbol whose just appearances only. I believe that if you have light in your heart, you can overcome any hardship. What I've been doing is simply showing people that such light exists in the heart of everyone. I'm just a woman, and to fulfill my womanhood, I'm prepared to throw away anything, even this position. I'm just playing the role of Sophia, but I'm still me. I haven't changed. A cowardly, selfish crybaby. I am still the same. Could you live a lie like that and still be happy? I don't want to do that. Oh, Lacan, I want to live more honestly with myself. To be able to tell the man that I love him, and I don't care if I get hurt or rejected. You only have one life. You don't want to turn around later and regret not having done such things. I... So, Krellian is evil because he... okay, I'm sorry, this is, like, serious, but, like... Krellian turned evil because he got cock-blocked by Faye. Do you think I'll let it end here? We're not their possessions. And possibly some other reasons, but he's clearly resentful about, yeah! He's clearly very resentful about getting cock-blocked by Faye. Okay. Can I just say, the one thing that I'm not liking about Krellian... Oh, Sophia, what are you doing? I'll finish that statement in a minute. I'm ending this. You won't need to fight anymore. So, Krellian, please, open your fist, and with your open hand, gently hold the people who will continue to live. Don't be foolish. We'll help you escape, so please stop. Thank you, Lacan. But... oh, wait. Oh, wait, no. The first line was Krellian's line. The second line was Lacan's line. Okay. Thank you, Lacan. But sorry, there's no other way. Ellie. What I was saying, the one thing that I'm not liking about Krellian is that, like, it kind of feels like they're trying to make Krellian a redeemable villain, when he is far, far past that point currently. People support each other to live. That's what brings us happiness. So share that happiness, and please, Lacan, live! Ellie! We were sacrificed as pawns, in order to protect their own authority. Sophia was... Is this the ideal world we've been searching for? What have we been doing? Heading towards Sophia's ideals? Is this our salvation? This isn't fair. Sophia was sacrificed for those bastards. Sophia said, if you just have faith, the path to what you hope for will open. But I look at reality. God didn't answer our prayers. Is that because we didn't have faith? Even if we didn't have faith, Sophia did. So why did she have to be sacrificed? Is God dead? Is he just not there? Maybe God never even existed to begin with. Faith in God. Do not look for it on the outside, for it is something one must build from within oneself. I see. That's it. If God doesn't exist in our world, then I will create God with my own hands. Krellian. Sophia, please guide me. I will destroy all such false pretenses of love for you. We need to gather all our surviving comrades. We'll never beat them if we fight them individually, so let us create a country that can someday stand up against them. What are you going to do, Lacan? Ellie? If only you had power, you could have saved her. Oh, I might have just pieced something together. You want it, don't you? Unrivaled power. Don't you want to become the absolute being? There. That's what I've sought after. Oh shit, are we actually gonna end up going to the North Continent eventually? Because there's like an entire 2 continents that we haven't explored. But wait, that's not what I want. No, this is my very desire. Live. I don't know whose voice this is, so I'm just gonna read this in a normal voice. So this is where Faye's being held? He deserves it. Oh, damn. You're still alive? Let me prey on his weeping face as if it were an idol. As if I would. Yuck. What is this? This is terrible. No matter what, this is going way too far. He's still alive? How could you possibly be? You're human too, aren't you? Darn. Faye. Oh, Faye? Crying. Huh? Oh, it's Midori. Midori, it's you. Don't scare me like that. Crying? Who's crying? You mean our friend Faye is crying? Angry. hurt. He'll wake up soon. It's calling to him. What do you mean? Whoa, what the? Stop. Stop it. Faye? Damn. Midori. Run. Hurry. Run away. Yikes. He broke through his carbonite encasing. Id, Faye, took his gear, Weltall, and went in search of Zohar. We followed Faye's trail. Eventually we arrived at the location where Zohar had fallen to the earth, so very long ago. Nothing could have prepared us for what we were about to see there. I don't know whether or not this is a gear or an on-foot dungeon, so I'm just gonna assume that it's a gear dungeon, and I'm gonna fit Emeralda's gear out. Oh, whoops. I do still have that spare. Yeah. It's not amazing, but it will help. I really hope that, it gives me the option to switch party members if I need to. What is that? This must be the place. Wait for me. This is as far as you can come. From here on is my world. You can't enter. What do you mean? You're a subordinate, fake persona. That's why. Subordinate fake persona? Yes. He has part of my memories from back then. He's sealed away the very meaning of my existence. My drive, my motivation, my subconscious, id. Because of that, I became a basic, blank persona. And on top of that, I constructed a new persona based on my experience since then. And that is what you are now. Him? You mean father? You call him father? He who never did anything for you. It was because of his cowardly behavior. If only he had been able to protect me. If he had done that, Mother wouldn't have died. Didn't my mother die right after I was born? What really happened to my mother? Tell me, Id. You don't need to know. You'll only disappear soon. Along with your basic persona, the coward. I'll rule my being through the power of the existence. Of course, you don't know, but it's etched in my wow, that is a word. Metempsychotic memory? Your persona is fake, so you'll never stand on the stage of consciousness. You'll never be able to take charge of the memories from our past lives. I know the dreams and hallucinations. I've seen them many times. I showed them to you on purpose. To break the seal, I chose to weaken the power of your existence. If your mental energy is weakened, I can become free and do as I wish. What? There are still things inside of you which haven't been shown yet. Huh? Someone's coming. It's probably your friends. They must have followed me. Where are you going? I came to re-establish contact with the existence. To tie together all the threads of your memories since ancient times, and then cut them off. That is the fate of the contact. All is ready. It's time for the true awakening. I will eliminate all of those who were full of hypocrisy from the very beginning. Wait for me, Id. You just stay here and observe. Also, the talk of awakenings reminds me of the Xenoblade 3 trailer thing, where the giant, like, monster thing is just like, well, looks like we have ourselves a nice little awakening. What is this? Sephiroth. I actually do kind of want to play, now that Final Fantasy VII Remake is on, now that it's on Steam, I kind of want to stream that at some point. Faye, this must be this Wiltal's transformed appearance. A giant heart. Interesting. Also, the idea of, like, finding this giant thing under the ice in the northern continent, like, very much endgame Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII. Huh. That's not how I remember that looking. Also, like, I say this every time, but this is a new design. Hot damn, that gear looks really cool. For how flashy that attack animation was, that did quite a bit less damage than I was expecting it to. Also, this is Emeralda's first time in combat. Like, proper combat, I should say. I did bring her to the first attempt at the Deus fight, but, she didn't really do anything during that fight, so, plus, that fight also just it froze on me, so... Oh shit, I just realized. Emeralda can hit, Emeralda can actually hit, attack level 3, meaning that she has hyper mode. Keeps hitting harder. That's concerning. Also, I don't know why the sound that, Emeralda makes when she moves towards the enemy, like the gear moving sound, it reminds me of a Pokemon cry. I just don't know what Pokemon. Also, I can't imagine how funny this, like, really important boss fight would look if I chose to use Choo-Choo in this boss. Because you've just got, like, you know, the mech suits. Is that Groff? Oh no, that's Wise Man. Are you okay? Wise Man. It's already too late. Assist me, for I'm about to exterminate id. Zohar is Deus' core. The slave generators in ether. It's the source of all their ether energy. After attaining its power, the freshly awakened id intends to annihilate this world. Contact with the Zohar was meant to have been done after the unifying phase Faye's true personality. That's, for its own love. Huh? Keep back! Huh. You again. You're always getting in my way. But I cannot be stopped by you. You who couldn't even protect his own wife and son. I think I also called this as well. If I'm not mistaken. You cannot even bear to show your face to your son. That's why you wear a mask, isn't it, Khan? Son? That's right. This man is Faye's. No. My father, Khan Wong. So, then what the hell does that make Gruff? What happened to Faye, Id? Too bad. The new personality of Faye that you gave birth to. And all that work that your persona did to make him one perfect unified whole has been wasted. He will be swallowed up by me. I won't permit it. I will destroy you first. As if you could, sissy. Mother died because of your cowardly behavior. As a result, he ran away from that reality by entering into his memories. And now I continue my existence bearing all that hatred. You wouldn't be able to imagine what it's like. I wasn't simply working to unify Faye's personality, you know. All that you and I feel, the sadness, the hatred, even though he also experienced such things, Faye needed to be encouraged to build himself up in order to be able to comprehend all of this. Wow, my brain just stopped. Faye should be able to understand all of your feelings now. But you want to erase the one who understands you. To kill Faye. What is it that you want? Why ask me such a thing now? My purpose is the exact same as his. Total destruction. That and that alone. Is this world so bad a place that there's only hatred inside of you? You're the ones who made me this way. You and that woman. Admit it. Faye, can you hear me? Please, take this fistful of memories of you. Become one with yourself, and with me. Faye, where did the real you go? Remember, were you not going to help Ellie? Yes, this is inside Id. A world filled with hatred and sadness. That's all that's here, yes. Now I understand Id. Why you hate the world. Why there's nothing inside of you. Nothing. Nothing was given to you. Deprived of all the happy memories, and yet, it feels pleasant. It almost feels good. Now I get it. There's no need to resist. I was originally just an existence that was created as a cover to hide Id. So it would be better to return to that place. Let's come together. To wipe away everything, including ourselves. Remember, were you not going to help Ellie? Ellie? That's right, Ellie! I've got to save Ellie. What's this place? What's he done now? He only called you in here for his own sake. This is inside the shell of your basic character. The room of the coward. I'm sure you've been here many times before. I see. I remember now. Also, this is... everything despised and unwanted he pushed onto me, while he shut himself up in his own little shell. The coward. Faye. the basis for our personalities. Who are you? Ah, you're my... Hey, let's watch this together. This is my most treasured possession. Ha. By repeatedly replaying the times, he was full of happiness. He lives in his own happy little world. While I'm still alive, only because of what's in those leftover dregs. Here, I'll show you everything about me. Ours was an ordinary family. A strict but reliable father. A kind and loving mother. Up till then, it was complete happiness. But one day, Mother suddenly changed. She was like a totally different person. From that day on, Faye lost his home. Father was away often. He had some important work. When Father was away from home, Faye was taken to a place with mysterious machines. So this is, I think her name was Karen because I made a stupid joke about it. Inside, there were many strangely dressed people. Many types of probes were injected into Faye's body as the start to some kind of experiments. The tests caused Faye much pain. Mother didn't come to his assistance. Young Faye had no way of resisting, but he was able to endure. Eventually, the experiments became unbearable. Many people gathered around Faye. These people had a high compatibility with the anima relics. This psychic contact with Faye was to force him to awaken. But no one could make contact with Faye. The power drawn out of Faye, regardless of his will, destroyed them all. This is unbelievable. Mother allowed this to take place? Psychic contact? What do you mean by awaken me? To awaken God, everything had to be in perfect order, with nothing lacking. Things divided in the past must become one complete whole again. Countless people died before Faye's eyes. Men, women, the old, the young, even demi-humans. Suffering, grief, fear, ecstasy, a variety of emotions and words lingered, and tumbled about Faye like broken dolls. It was a scene from hell. In front of Father, she acted normally. When Faye tried to tell Father about Mother's strange conduct in the experiments, Father's mind was taken up by his work, and he didn't really listen. He thought it was just childhood fantasies. But he didn't have to endure the pain much longer. Faye's subconscious discovered a way to escape from the trauma. He formed a separate persona to deal with things he didn't like or couldn't bear. He removed himself from out of harm's way. My role was to have all the things he hated forced upon me, the moment they arose. From the time of my division from him, I was dominated by hatred. That hatred naturally turned into destructive impulses. I wanted to destroy everything. Mother, father, the entire world. Finally, Father noticed Mother's odd behavior, but it was already too late. I had completely separated from that coward, my original self. The puppets were broken, and Faye's heart was too. What would make a mother do such a thing? Mother repeated the experiments to study the power she knew existed within me. Yes, that woman, Mother, was meing. That's a lie. No, it's true. Mother was meing. That's right. Karen had become meing. What's that you say? What is that you say? It is nothing special. Miang does not only have only one host body. Miang's roots are sealed in the genes of all women. Any one of them could become Miang. It just happened to be Mother's turn. Only Ellie was special originally. No! Karen. Miang noticed that Faye's memory time axis had increased 2- or 3-fold. She then became convinced that Faye was the contact. Contact? Yes, I was the contact. That's why he called out to me, and why the time had come. Stop it. Cut it out. Dad! Dad! Mom, help Dad. Hey, Mom, why aren't you helping Dad? Dad's gonna die. Graf came seeking the power that exists within me. To return to his own body. You understand now, don't you? Graf is Lacan. We, his descendants who inherited his lingering thoughts and memories, from him, know only too well. Divided 500 years ago, he would become a part of us both. Lacan became Graf. He destroyed everything on the face of the earth. He then mastered how to possess the bodies of others by dwelling in their minds. He was probably enabled to do this after his contact with the existence. The bodies died, but Lacan's spirit continued living by possessing others. He had come that day to return his soul, at last, to the perfect reincarnation of his physical body. The body of Faye. Father fought him, but he couldn't protect Mother or I. He pitifully fought on, while coughing up his lifeblood. Graf made a mockery of Father, and Mother would not even help him when he needed her the most. As for their son, he couldn't take what was happening anymore. He gave in to his feelings and released his power as a result. Mother died. Mom. And he offloaded the results of his actions onto me. To avoid taking the responsibility for killing Mother, he used me as a shield. I also killed Mother. He pushed all the bad things onto me, but kept all the memories filled with happiness and Mother's love to himself. He shut himself away with those memories inside his own little shell. Forever. This is the place. What you see before you is what he made. He just keeps hanging on to those memories. That's what this is. Stop it. Just stop it. These scenes... Are these all there is to us? Enough already. There's nothing here. Just a world filled with deception and pain. It can't be helped. This is our world. This is everything. I was a fool. It was all my fault. I was so busy with my duties in Shavat that I didn't notice Karen had changed. I couldn't save you when you needed my help. Save me? Ha! Why bother saying such nonsense now? It's not going to change anything. The only thing you can do now is die by my hand. Ugh. Even still, I'll show you that I can save you. Dad. Stop it, Id. Father has done nothing wrong. I know. This one is the real culprit. Mother and Father had no choice. Thanks. Pass it back to me. I'm playing with Mother. This is not reality. It's all fake. All of it. All of it. All of it. No, get out. This is my room. I thought you would always be with me. Why won't you see reality? Happiness, sadness, aren't these all parts that combined to make the whole? Why won't you show him? Why don't you also show Id what you always watch? No, that's mine. I don't want to show you I don't want to show it to the person who killed Mother. You should talk. You're the one who killed Mother. No, I didn't. You did. I did not kill her. Mother didn't care for you. Father didn't notice either. That's why you killed her. I didn't kill her. I didn't. Knock it off. We killed Mother. It's no one's fault but ours. It's not because she became Miang or because Father didn't notice. Don't look outside for a reason. Don't blame anyone but yourself. Yes, Mother was Miang, and I know that you suffered. No one could have endured it. But you can't push it onto Id alone. We're all one person. We must all become one. Right, Faye? Walk on your own 2 feet. Face up to the reality that you don't want to see. Show them Id everything you took for yourself. Or show them to Id everything you took for yourself. Oh, so that's why... Okay. Lies. That woman, this scene, all illusions he made up. My consciousness can see through this trick. I won't be swayed. Id, that's enough. Doing that isn't going to solve anything. Mother saved us at the last moment. That is the truth, right? Reality isn't all grim, Id. My power couldn't save anyone. It only destroyed. thought that I could only make a connection with others through destruction. So I had to destroy it all. People, the world, even Ellie. No, that's not the case. We can save others, just as our mother, despite being Miang, saved us. Our power can save people. We can save Ellie. That's a first. Mother being so warm. To me, she almost seems too warm. Faye, take the memories I have within me. You must know what it used to be like up until now. Know our identity, about who we are, then figure out what ought to be done. Our integration is not yet complete. Elhaim. Abel. Live. I just can't hand our child over to you. Live. Ugh, my heart. I'm not even gonna voice that. I'm fucking crying. I already voiced that line. What is this place? My execution site? Why do you turn on me? I thought we were friends. Who is that? Did I cause this? What's happened to me? What have I become? Live. I will live. Even if I go to hell, I'll live till the end of this world. Ugh. God, I love this game so much. I can see why this is a lot of people's favorite game. Or at least the people that have played it. trying to muster up the strength to actually say the line. And if the world does not come to an end, I will destroy it with my own hands. Faye. Faye. Who is it? Who's calling me? I am Har. What is this light? I reside in Zohar. I am the beginning and the end, the first and the last. God. God. Some would refer to me as that, from a certain point of view. It is right to view me as such. But, at the same time, I am not. I am also a part of you. A part of me? I am defined by how people observe me. You are actually talking to a virtual version of me that you yourself create. I am your perception of me. I don't understand what you're talking about. Who or what are you? In one word, existence. Existence? In actuality, I do not have a physical form. I am an existence of a higher dimension, a place you cannot perceive, but in terms you understand. It is a world where everything acts as kinds of waves. It is the source of this four-dimensional universe, and the place where time and space is controlled, the fluctuating void, the wave existence. What does such an existence have to do with me? Long ago, a modifier, or a pseudo-perpetual infinite energy engine was created. That engine was named Zohar. That reactor was created by an ancient people from another planet to attain what is considered to be the ultimate energy possible within this four-dimensional universe. Eventually, those people used that same engine to create the ultimate interplanetary invasion weapon, Deus. Zohar was used as its primary source of power. But the unexpected happened. During the connection tests of the Zohar with the newly completed Deus, the engine started to examine infinite potential phenomena. Requiring energy, the engine connected this dimension to the higher dimension space. As a result, that reactor merged or synchronized with the wave existence in that higher dimension, me. I descended from the point of contact created by the machine through the path of Sephiroth, or the domain that you're in right now, and incarnated in the four-dimensional world. After I advented to the four-dimensional world, in order to stabilize myself here, I had to exchange or materialize my form and enter into the modifier engine. In other words, I became bound in Zohar, the cage of fleshly existence. Since the time I was bound in Zohar, I've always wanted to return to my own dimension, and I came to a conclusion. I had to reverse the process I went through to arrive here. I must be released by the one who instilled within me a special feature of this dimension, the will. That one is you. Decided it was me? A special feature? Yes, I was given a special attribute of a human by you, the contact, when you observed me. I was given a mother's will. A mother's will? I'm sure you remember. After my descendant, you had contact with the modifier engine, Zohar. As a contact, being only but a child, you defined my existence with your desire to return to your mother. Thus, I came to prepare the mother's will. That is Elheim. Ellie's disposition was influenced by me? Yes, my will was incarnated through a biocomputer which was vital for Deus. After combining with me, the biocomputer evolved its functions, and that bioplant generated a central element. That is her. I was split by your contact. My physical form, or flesh, stayed in Zohar, while my will went into Elheim, and my power went into you. That is why I waited to unite with you, and now it is fulfilled. My only remaining desire is to break this cage of fleshly existence. In order to do that, I must become perfect by combining with Elheim, as well as my other split physical form, Deus. The only way to return to my original dimension is to destroy this physical body in the four-dimensional world. Zohar is perfect, so in order to destroy Zohar, I need the strength that was attributed to you. Zohar can only be destroyed by the hands of the contact. What about Ellie? If Zohar is destroyed, what will become of Ellie? Zohar and Deus are one. She is bound to the system by another's will to become one with me. In order to release her, it is necessary to destroy that very system which serves as the Deus weapon. However, having been created as a weapon, the Deus system seeks to unify itself with all of you for a different purpose than that of mine. Originally, her release should have been performed by me, the one who desires to return back to the higher dimension, but I am also bound to the system, just as she is, so I am unable to participate. You are the only one who can release her from the spell. Just as Deus and I are inseparable, you and her are also inseparable. Alright, I'll destroy Deus and the Zohar modifier, and I'll save Ellie. You've experienced much loss and deprivation in your life. It is very tragic. Our contact and the resulting transference of power and will between you and I most likely played a factor in splitting your personality. I disagree. I can't blame anything or anyone besides myself. Regardless of what may have happened in the past, with the passing of time... Oh, wait. With the passing of time, the cause becomes more remote. Okay. It's a problem that comes from within myself, that I myself must deal with. I see. So you've managed to accept those tragedies, to tolerate all things, to comprehend, and find where you stand in this world. If you have succeeded to do all these things, I am sure you will succeed in what awaits you now. To literate all of us, use the Xenogears. Destroy Zohar. Wait, there's more I need to ask you. The system is awakening. Ask her later. Okay, I'm gonna hit you with a quick BRB. I will be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. I think I saved. Yeah. Dad. Dad, are you okay? Dad, I'm sorry. This is all my fault. Faye? You've returned to your own self. You've become one. Yes, thanks to you all. If all of you hadn't called out to me... Dad! Don't worry. This is good. This is, after all, Dad? You and I must become one. Huh? Graf, what's going on? Ha ha! I reached the limit of the body I possessed on that day 3 years ago. I required a body that would tide me over until your true awakening. That is why I acquired the body of your father. Regardless of your awakening, your merging, and the inherited memories you had acquired, there was no way for you to know of this, since you had lost your memory at that point. At the point in which I merged with your father. Impossible. What about Wise Man? What about Father? Of course, they were just parts of me. I couldn't hold on to Khan totally. His ego was far stronger than I imagined. When my control weakened, he showed himself to you as Wise Man. Ah! You have awakened. This body is now useless to me. Now, I must return to my original body, the reincarnation of my body that you inhabit. Stop it, Dad. I hear you, Faye. You see, he and I are one. I am Khan, and Khan is me. He has become one with me, so you too should open your heart and unite with me. Then we can go on to eliminate everything. No, I can't allow you to control me. Protecting your master? Then so be it. I'll merge with both you and your machine then. Now come, Faye. Fight me. It's no use. I know you're Lacan and that you're a part of me. But that doesn't change you being my father. I could never really fight you. You're so naive. Why don't you understand that your naivety is what killed Sophia? What killed your mother, Karen? I already know that. That's why I swore never to run away again. That I must rescue... Wait. That I must rescue Ellie, so don't get in my way. Wake up, open your eyes, Father Lacan. If that is the case, then fight me. Fight me! I can't. I see. Then there's no choice. Since you are so unwilling to fight, I'll believe I'll have to use them as bait. Stop it. Don't we have the same memories? Can't you also remember the sadness that you felt way back then? Why then? Why must you destroy everything? If we stop Deus, won't this all be over? You still don't understand, even after your contact with the Existence. I came to understand after my contact with the Existence that even if Deus was destroyed, as long as humans still inhabit this land, Miang, Elheim, will be born time and time again. then all living things may as well perish along with Deus itself. That is the only path to freedom. The path to release us from the eternal cycles of life, the tragedies of history, and the spell of fate. Once I awaken Deus as a weapon, I'll obliterate all living things. Then I'll use your awakened self and that machine to return everything to nothing. That's what I concluded. Miang and Elheim are not just Deus mouthpieces. That woman is its main body. Why can't you see that? That's not true. She gave her life for me by shielding me from harm. Her eyes weren't Miang's. Mother came back at the last moment. Miang, Mother, even Ellie were all humans born on this planet. Deus doesn't matter. You'll see. I will bring Ellie back. Father, no, Graf, Lacan. If you won't back down, never. Then I have no choice. The time has come to I guess this is probably Gruff. The time has come to truly become one. I assume that I don't, I was about to say, I am 99% sure that I don't have access to, id mode anymore, because id doesn't really exist anymore, but also, 99% hyper mode percentage. Holy shit. Also, I like that, this fight, it's, the gear that Groff is piloting currently is identical to the fight with Alpha Weltall that we had earlier in Disc 2, and yet this one is called True Weltall instead. Whew. Damn. Cha. Why don't you finish me off? If you don't get rid of me, then you cannot get what you want. It's alright, Dad. I understand. You're not Gruff. You're my father. You and Gruff are one. Your will and purpose never change. I knew that once we fought. But let's stop now. Our objective should be the same. It's the same as our becoming one. We don't have to fight. Ah! What? My body. Zohar's after you. The last piece to combine with the Deus's system. It seeks to unify with you. The first to have been divided from it. What? This is what Lacan wanted all along. After all, I am an imperfect existence. It was inevitable that it would that it would come to this, considering what had happened in the past. Lacan's imperfect secondary contact with the wave existence split his personality in two. Eventually, his body died, but the original Lacan transmigrated, bringing the destiny of becoming in contact with him. He was reborn as your present body. The remaining persona, just his desires, lived on separately by possessing the body of others. That is Graf. That is me. I may have inherited Lacan's will, but I'm not the same as the contact Lacan. It is impossible for me to make real contact. There would be no true melding and release. Even though our bodies may be different, I'm still half of you. That fact remains. Although I'm imperfect, I can merge temporarily with the Zohar, and thus may be able to buy you some time. This is the only way I can be one with you. This is all I can do. Deus' system will start to look for you again. Before then, you have to destroy the newly perfected Deus and this Zohar modifier. You're the only one that can destroy the physical barrier that encases Bod. I nearly said Bod's Gotti there. God's body. Dad! As you said, that was Karen. Through many generations, Niang is beginning to break free from her bounds. Now that Elheim is merged with Deus, she has all of her memories back. All the memories from her original birth as the contact's complement up to her current transmigration. That includes all of the lives she's lived as Miang, and her substitutes over the centuries. And of course, that includes your mother's memories too. Mother's memories? Faye, cut away all the binds on mankind. You should be able to do that now. Save her and all the other women bound with her. I'm begging you, Faye. What's this? This pendant. Is this Sophia's or my mother's? It's nothing. I'm just talking to myself. I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused everyone. Thank you all so much. Anyway, let's get going. There's little time left now for me. And for our planet. What is this place? This is where it all started. This is our genesis. Humans were born here. Long ago, Deus crash-landed on this planet in an interplanetary colony ship. In order to revive itself someday, Deus detached the Zohar modifier's core. After this core unit came down here, a single woman awoke and arose from out of it. She is the mother of all humanity. After she awoke, she used all her power to bear several beings. These would become the ancestors of the whole of humanity. These were the Emperor and the Gazelle Ministry. Finally, she gave birth to replicas of herself to be humanity's caretakers. Two selves. The human mother and the weapon. The subject and the complement. That is Ellie and Miang. I, the sole survivor from the colony ship, met Ellie and everything started from there. The land of Genesis, Cadmony, this is that place. Yeah, but Faye, even with your shared fate with Deus, why do you have such ancient memories? Usually, human memories cannot be passed down through the generation. Humans don't normally have the ability to compress and store memories in their introns. But Ellie and I, and Miang, are different. Due to our connection with the wave existence, that is, due to Zohar's ability to change possible phenomena, we can clearly store data in our introns. In other words, we can leave behind memories to be inherited by our descendants. Just as the wave existence is bound inside the Zohar, the information is affixed to me, so to speak, by some of the power of the wave existence. Then this is the form from when Ellie and Miang were still one being. This is the first woman of our world. Our mother. So I assume that this is the person that we saw in the intro cutscene. That was like the girl standing on the beach. So, if we destroy that Zohar thing, everything will be over, right? Yes. The source of our ether powers and the source of power for the generators that make our gears work. It all comes from the Zohar modifier engine, which can control any potential phenomena. If we destroy it, Deus and the Seraph Angels will all be deactivated. And then, we should also be able to free Ellie, who has become bound to the Deus weapon system as Miang. Right, Faye? Yeah, that's what the wave existence said. But then there is the downside. It will also mean that we are no longer able to use our gears or our ether powers anymore. What are those Seraph Angels all about anyway? That odd appearance as if they lacked something, as if they were neither living beings nor mere weapons. I lost the gruff from Rico's voice. Zohar senses the human consciousness and incarnates the Seraphs. Human consciousness. Zohar itself involves the principle of uncertainty. The observer's perception of Zohar determines the entity it actually becomes. In other words, I believe that those angels are incarnations of the spirits of people. The people who have been absorbed by Deus to become parts of it. So what merit is there for them to gain an element of... Wait, what? Wow, I went way off base. So what merit is there for them to gain in eliminating all of civilization? Is it some kind of hatred for those humans who have survived? Of course not. Those people who were created and assimilated as parts of Deus would not have such intentions. Try to remember what Ellie said when she became Miang said. The creations of God will someday be a hindrance. That is why they must be eliminated. Yes, that is why Merkava is being used to begin the destruction. But Deus is not following its programming of exterminating all of civilization. The Seraphs, which are terminal interface weapons of Deus, are using their bodies, composed of nanomachines, to absorb massive numbers of people, regardless of whether they are dead or alive. It is not discriminating between the mutant and non-mutant people. This is highly peculiar. The fact that the people who are meant to be destroyed are being taken in as well, that is the absolute opposite of what it is supposed to be doing. Maybe there aren't enough parts? That is unlikely. Aside from those bodies that were destined to be parts for it, Deus, who has already acquired the abilities of the nanomachines, can just about use any material to construct its body. It is obvious it has other intentions in mind. Those intentions, Krelian has called Deus the Mother. If God is the Mother, then those motives are coming from the Great Mother. Impeding the growth of its child, enveloping it to bring the child back to the womb and become one with it. That is its motive. Such a program does not exist within its design, though. It was probably given this unique will by someone either from Ellie, who was merged with the Deus, or... Either way, it doesn't change the fact that we have to fight. Regardless of what their intentions are, the problem is how we're supposed to deal with them. You think we can do it in our current state? This secret battleship, Excalibur, will also take part in the final battle. Additionally, the military potential of all the surface forces will assemble here. Even if we can put together a massive force, we still have the problem with the main armament of Merkava, of Merkava. We need to know how to take that out. As long as we don't do that. Wow. Merkava's ultra-long-range cannon has the ability to vaporize any substance. On top of that, they have a barrier around their perimeter that nullifies all attacks. We've fought against the Merkava many times to try and stop its onslaught. However, we cannot even get close. Hence, we've had to withdraw every time. Damn it, no matter how much we want to save Ellie, if we can't get inside the Merkava, it's meaningless. To add to that, there's the problem of those Seraphs. They function as the terminal interface's weapons for close defense. I can easily say that their attack power is equivalent to the Omni-Gear class. They even have the regenerative ability due to the nanomachines. Don't be concerned about that. I was able to obtain some data from Xenogears. You see, Xenogears has mutagenically evolved due to its contact with the Zohar. Using that data, all of your new gears ought to be completed soon. Additionally, all the other weapons and armaments are being modified to implement the disassembler device. Disassembler device? In contrast, the nano-assemblers, which create matter to repair with, the disassemblers have the ability to dismantle or destroy matter. They can even deactivate the nanomachine's restoring ability by disintegrating the repair programs. This should be sufficiently effective against Deus' Seraphs. Alright, even if we can deal with the Angels, just how are we going to deal with that Merkava? We can't even get close to the thing. There is no such thing as perfect defense. There is a way. Look over there. Merkava's gun requires a 1.2 second interval to reload because of its tremendous output. Upon firing, although it is only sectional, there will be a portion of the barrier that will be opened. There is a 1.87 second delay before the barrier reforms in that area. If we can use this window of time to target and destroy that cannon, it will be possible to close in on it. If we can get close enough, we can break through with gravitational spatial correction. Well, this is the rough idea. Unfortunately, we don't have such a long-range cannon that could acquire a target in such a brief time frame. So what you're saying is we need to shut that annoying cannon up, right? You want to go head on to Merkava? Now you're just being reckless again. That's suicide. No, listen, we're not just going to rush in. The Yggdrasil 4 and this Excalibur are also equipped with barriers. That's what we'll use. Although only for a short time, we can withstand a direct hit from Merkava's main cannon. Then, we can close in and watch for that part in the barrier to go down and destroy the cannon. How long will our barrier last? About 20 or so seconds. That's all? It wouldn't matter how fast we fly. In that amount of time, we'll be without a barrier long before we can get within firing range. And those numbers are valid only if the generator is at full drive, right? You can only get those numbers if we sacrifice all other output and propulsion. I'm not suggesting we go in with guns blazing, knowing we're gonna lose. We're going to physically put a lid on it directly. As you've said, the Yggdrasil 4, or Excalibur's barrier, can't sufficiently defend against Merkava's attack. At least with one generator, that is. Meaning, we can defend against the Merkava with twice the amount of time, 40 seconds, if we couple the two generators together. This way, we can make it into the heart of Merkava. Then, what about the propulsion? Just hear me out. And this is what we do. First, we transform my Yggdrasil into heavy assault mode, and we load it onto the Excalibur, so we can couple the generators. By doing that, we can reduce the energy usage down to just supporting the hull of the ship, and to generating the barrier. This will allow most of the energy to be devoted to generating the barrier. Next, shift the barrier to full front and focus it on a single point where the main cannon will make it strike. Now, for movement. First off, we develop a barrier by engaging Excalibur's main generator to maximum power. For propulsion during that time, we install on the Yggdrasil those large solid rockets we got from the ruins of the mass driver. When Excalibur's barrier expires, we'll use the Yggdrasil's generator to develop a barrier. Then, we'll also detach the solid rockets and shift the Excalibur into conventional flight. Using this method, we can get right in Merkava's face after it fires, and it'll be defenseless. During this time, we'll block the muzzle of Merkava's cannon with Excalibur's bow ram, upon which we should have 0.67 seconds. With the cannon fire out of the Excalibur, we'll destroy the Yggdrasil 4's slave generator and incapacitate the Merkava along the way, and then we break through. And that's what the plan is all about. The combination of the barriers of both ships storming the Merkava, the timing of the cannon fire of the Excalibur, these are all going to be crucial. Mess up any one of these, and the consequences are going to be severe. Hence, it'll be necessary to have both crews in sync with one another. That's why I'd like to place Sig in command of the Excalibur. I have no qualms with that. What do you think, Queen? Will you lend us your battleship? Since there appears to be no other alternative, let us go with that. Please use it as you see fit. But are we not cutting it uncomfortably close? When you calculate the arrival time and the barrier generation time, you will see what I mean. One minor mishap will put us in a situation where we could run out of barrier power before our arrival. Also, we will be devoting both generators to keeping the barriers up. Won't that leave us without perimeter defenses? We won't stand a chance if we get engaged by the Seraph Angels on our way to Merkava. We'll hold them off. You can count on us. You guys just concentrate on taking out that main cannon. Thanks, we're depending on you. Already everywhere else has been taken out. This is the only place that's left. This is going to be the true final battle. We set out to silence God's Ark, Merkava, which was the... Okay, I know that that's epitome, but I nearly read that as epitome. Epitome of offensive and defensive power, and then storm inside it. We initiated the operation to destroy Zohar.
Also, can I just say that I really love the fact that Bart is literally in a gear, piloting a gear, the size of an entire city. Or at least he was, and then he ditched it to blow up the giant UFO. You know, considering how proud of, his nanotechnology he was, I'm kind of surprised that, the building can't repair itself. Yeah, rest in peace, the Yggdrasil 4. Wish it wasn't literally used in a single battle. This can't be. A secondary explosion? Oh no. I should have known better. What a miscalculation. The explosion was too big. It reacted with the main condenser right under the main cannon, and induced a secondary explosion. How could I have been so stupid? You mean we overdid it? Why did I not realize it sooner? This means we might have... Oh no, Ellie! Oh my gosh, Ellie! What is it? What is it this time? Hey, Saitan, what more is going to happen? Something is happening to the center, in the center of Merkava. What could it be? You know, I'm not gonna lie, Bart thought that plan through, like, surprisingly well. Oh. At that time, the earth quaked and shook, and from the location where the Merkava crashed, a giant object appeared. It was Deus's final form. The Merkava was merely its vessel. Deus evolved through the use of Krellion's nanomachines into a planetary-scale weapon and began terraforming. It was attempting to convert this entire planet into a weapon. We retreated back to the base at the Snow Plains to form a new strategy. We decided to go back into Deus. Time was running out for us. Ah yes, our previously mentioned and totally not made up on the spot base in the Snow Plains. I swear, that is the first mention we have ever gotten of a base in the Snow Plains. I'm not gonna lie, when I saw that Saitan was in my party, I was like, wait, why is Saitan in my party? Ellie should be in my party. And then I'm like, oh wait, Ellie. Oh, that's a cow. Hey, I've got all kinds of good stuff here. Hey, you need anything? Wow. You would think that that would be important. Like, you would think that that would have gotten, like, at least a passing mention. And it's like, oh yeah, Shavat got fucking shot out of the sky. Like... Hey, many thanks. Come back again anytime you need anything, hey? Us people of Shavat have always dreamed of coming down to live on the planet's surface. But we didn't ever imagine this would be how we realized that dream. This is unbearable. It's gotten awfully cold. I hate the cold. It's killing me. If the temperature keeps dropping like this, we'll all be frozen before the Deus can finish its off. Burn, burn. Burn up this whole world. My home, my whole family, everything's been destroyed by them. Who cares anymore? Burn it all up. Ha ha! So many have died. If this continues, even more will die. It's the same as 500 years ago. That tragedy and hardship is being repeated again. What's going to happen to our world? What's going to happen to us? Burning, burning. All of my rare first edition books and valuable autographs. I know supplies are short, but I can't believe they're burning my treasures. Ava, Kislev, and Nissan. We've been feuding for such a long time, but finally we're coming together as one like this. But it's probably already too late. It's always the case. By the time we notice anything, it's way too late. How could we possibly stand up to God's army? The situation really is hopeless. Though this base is the last refuge for humans, as you can no doubt see, we have almost no supplies. Anyway, we're using a fallen piece of Shavat as the main base. You probably could have guessed that, huh? If we can take out Deus even one day sooner, we can't hold out much longer like this. Hey, welcome. What can I do for you today, hey? Hey, thanks. Come again. Oh, whoops. Hey, buddy, you need something? Hey, hang on a minute. Oh, wow. Phase New Gear is literally just called Xenogears. So am I, like, at the point that I can... is this the point where the game kind of opens back up and is like, do your final preparations before going into the last dungeon? Oh. So is this where the, extra dungeon is? Okay. Thanks, come again and I'll give you a better deal. Oh, the, like, really, the short one? Really? Wow. Hey, aren't these Pictolas cute? How about, they're going cheap, too. How about it? Sure. Thanks. They're really delicious if you grill them. Be nice to the birds. I know nothing. Nothing. Did that actually just take 200,000 G from me? Yeah, it did. Great. Honestly, I don't really care. It's not like I really have stuff to spend that money on. We are to be judged. The last day is nigh. You too should be careful. It's all according to prophecy. Actually, I guess, wait, no, that doesn't work. I was gonna say, I guess maybe, Shavat crashed when, I thought that maybe Shavat crashed when id broke free, but no, because the rest of the gang followed id to where the Zohar was. So, just when I thought I could ride the UFO, it's not flying anymore. On top of that, this guy keeps saying annoying stuff. Just when I thought Prince Bartholomew would return and bring peace to the land of Ava. Just goes to show you never know what might happen in this world. I've heard rumors that a part of Nortune, the old capital of Kislev, survived. I wonder if they're still conducting that barbaric bartelling thing? Really, I ask you, what are we supposed to do with our menfolk these days? It's the first time for me to see the snow, and boy is it cold. It's slippery and fun. I don't want you to think, what am I doing at a time like this? If I don't do this, I can't keep my composure. Yeah. Oh, Queen, what do you see with those eyes? A look of sorrow, as if you've lost something. But within that, there lies a kindness which would forgive all. Hi, Dan. In the prison, when I saw you change into a monster, I understood everything. Living inside of you, Faye, there is a monster that's not you. He's the bad one. He's to blame. So, to forgive you or not to forgive you? Well, that's not the problem. It's not like it's gonna turn back things the way they were, but, it's just... I don't know how to say it properly, but I'm sorry. It's alright, Dan. Enough already. I understand. But it's my fault. I'm sorry I caused you so much pain. I'm just glad that I could finally make peace with you. Take care, kiddo. Faye, I was scared a little, but not really scared. Because I knew that inside of that monster, you were doing all you could to fight it, Faye. I knew it. Wait, I think I kind of know roughly where I am. Or, like, I know where that room was in Shavat. Huh, I think I smell treasure over here. Hey, don't you have a gold nugget? If you give it to me, I'll dig some more here. I'm sure something good will come up. How about it? Sure. Alright, got it. I'll try digging around here, then. Expect something good. This rock is harder than I thought. It's hard to dig, so you'll have to wait a little bit more. I assume that this essentially turns gold nuggets into something else. Oh yeah, that is just the entire center section of Shavat. Man, how long has it been since we've got to actually, like, explore the world? So that tower was, like, over here, wasn't it? Like 6 hours. It's not that, that's the bunker. What is this? Where is this? Is this... I don't remember how to land. Tara's house? Zohar and awoke. We found out the Deus is at the center of the giant structure contributed. Okay. Destroy Deus is to penetrate there and make our way to the center. Inside is changed significantly. Yeah, thanks, Sigurd. Let me take care of it. I'll destroy Deus, even if it costs me everything I have. Hey, are you sure about this? Bart? I know what you must be thinking now. If you destroy Deus, the proliferation of the nanomachines are out to turn this planet itself into a weapon will stop. But if you end up losing Ellie, who was united with Deus for that very purpose, then what good will it be? But... that's right, Faye. She's our friend who's been through a lot with us, too. I think that saving our dear friend is just as important as protecting our planet or saving the world. What better reason is there to fight? If you can't even save your friends, then how could you save the world? Don't you agree? Yeah, Sing's right. Don't you ever give up, Faye, no matter what. You're the only one who can release Ellie from Deus' spell. But we'll give you as much backup as we can, so... thanks a lot. Bart, Sigurd, I won't give up. You volunteered to fight for the young master and for the rest of us. So it's our turn to fight for you and Ellie. Let's go, Faye, to gain true freedom. Man, that was a very long conversation. I was not expecting that. So this optional dungeon is like the only, it is like the only side content in this game, right? Okay, so this is, the church. Or, yeah, that's the church. Wait, I thought we blew that up. Here's Babel, which also seems to be inaccessible currently. Which honestly doesn't surprise me. Is it actually one of these yellow dots, or... Oh, nope, that is plot. So, where is this tower, actually? I remember seeing it, I just don't remember where. It is down in this bottom corner, right? Or is it, like, over on this continent? This, right here.
The Tim's captain said the base of this lighthouse is thousands of years old. It's sturdy, so they put a light on top to make a lighthouse, but nobody knows what's inside.
Oh, I need to have Emeralda with me. Okay, Satan, welcome to the bench. So is this dungeon, like, is this a difficult dungeon? Like, does it feel like a late game dungeon, or is it kind of, like, really easy? Because I would assume that it would be kind of easy considering the massive power-up that Faye just got, but...
You're the only ones who can save us. We're counting on you. Young Master, you better not die. Promise me. Of course, I'm not going to die. Quit saying such weird stuff. Sorry, yeah, you're right. You'll make it back. When you come back, I'm going to... Well, I just thought... Maybe I could be closer to you, you know? Hey, whoa, quit it. Do you know what you're saying? Just kidding. Young Master, you're all panicked. Funny, I don't see Choo-Choo anywhere. Where'd she go off to?
Hi, Primera. Just holding a note. Oh wait, no, this is the note that gives you the instructions on, how to use Billy. I need to go and equip Primera before I leave. What do you want to do with your gear? Tune up. Yeah, wow, it seems like, I guess I didn't really use Emeralda, so it shouldn't really be, too much of a surprise that her gear is incredibly outdated. Extra armor plus 7s? Need a plus, need a 50%. You must come back now, you hear? Where's the HP 50 that I just bought? There it is. Oh wait, I didn't refuel Crescens, or Crescens. Oh, I did refuel it. curious as to how long of a dungeon the final dungeon is, because I feel like it would either be really long to compensate, or really short because it got rushed. There's like very little space for in between. So, if you come here in Disc 1, is this lighthouse just, like, closed? Or are you not even able to make it in here on Disc 1? Or, like, make it to the lighthouse on Disc 1? It's closed? Okay. The city we saw from Emeralda's ruins. We've come a long way from there. What do you mean, Emeralda's ruins? Is it just like, I guess I can't get in those buildings. I guess, do the ones that I can go in have, like, doors on them? Like a clear indicator that I can go inside of them? Yeah, like that light over on the one on the left. Is that a freaking T-Rex? Should I be scared of this? It's literally just called Dragon. I didn't check. Does Xenogears constantly have a 99% hyper mode rate? Because it did in the one fight, but that might have just been a cutscene thing. Nope, it has a constant 99% hyper mode. That is ridiculous. I guess it's to make up for the fact that you can't activate hyper mode at will anymore. I like how I keep getting these Deathblower equipments that, actually, like, I haven't used them, but they do take an equipment slot, so, they don't seem that good, and you've said that the damage output that they give isn't amazing. Looks like we can get out of our gears and go in there on foot. Okay, so I'm gonna just do this. Ah. This area is giving me very big, like, if you ever played, Nier Replicant, or, Nier, like, the original PS3 Nier, this reminds me of the, starting portion of that game. Weird, I don't think I can interact with anything here. Am I missing something here? Or is this just supposed to be like, what is it, environmental storytelling? Oh. Gotta love... What's this movie? A record of the Zeboam culture that died out 4,000 years ago? Miang. Stop it. Who's this woman? Miang, as she appeared in the Zeboam era, but I don't know who her host body was. She resided at the side of the Prime Minister, manipulating the world behind the scenes. To resurrect Deus? In the beginning, yes, but later it was different. Many people then couldn't have children. They were defective humans, so she did it over again. Right before man was about to be killed out by war, a new being was born to foster the next generation. Remember the missiles in the mass driver facility? That was the most important thing to the Zeboam people. Because of that, we are now descendants of the few strong people who survived. Slipping economy, rising crime, urban blight. A nation of fanatics looking for their own living space. Believing in religious sect leaders and gathering around totalitarian rulers. These people were cut off from the next generation thanks to genetic damage, and would have died out if left to their own devices. So Ellie and I took the hopes of the people and created Emeralda. Interesting. So I assume that this is more information on, like, what, Faye and Ellie's past selves were doing during the Zeboam era, where, the scene that we saw in the bunker in Zeboam, with Ellie getting shot on the other side of the door. I assume that this is more information about that. And I don't... This is where we came in, right? Sorry, I didn't want to sit through the elevator watching cutscene again. So, can you just not get these extra scenes if, you don't have Emeralda, or do you just get extra content if you have Emeralda here? Is there anything else in this building that I need to be looking for? Because it just seems like it's here for that. Oh, whoa. The Eldridge was equipped with humanity's... Yeah, I didn't see any of the... I keep stumbling upon these after I've asked the question. The Eldridge was equipped with history's first ever inexhaustible pseudo-perpetual engine. It is not just a highly efficient generator, but also made possible the production of defense fields from its unique AO, Absolute Object Space, and the actuation of Hyper Light Speed, SV, Subject Variable Navigation, etc. With design based on the Heisenberg propositions, S-matrix, which is the solution to the uncertainty principle's reciprocal relationship of particles, or cosmic wave, it was thus also known as the S-matrix engine, or the Heisenberg engine. In principle, assuming all phenomena of the immediate future, including the present and potential phenomena, it actualizes the most convenient phenomenon amongst these active subjects as the actual phenomenon, and accordingly takes advantage of the resulting energy potential displacements. Is there another thing of magazines here? There is. I don't seem to be able to interact with that one. Yeah, and this is just... I think that's everything there. You can tell me if I missed something. Oh. A discussion on the excavated slave generators and their special effects. Strange engine discovered in structures buried underground on ancient times, the sub, or slave generators, hereafter abbreviated as SGs, have, after diverse study, become widely known to have their output divided into 3 levels. However, it has been ascertained that a higher mode exists that far surpasses these output levels, for For convenience sake, we shall call this hyper mode. Hyper mode is invoked at certain probability when an SG's attack level reaches 3. The explanation below covers the various conditions and probabilities for invocation that we have been able to ascertain at present, assuming that the SG has been installed into a humanoid fighting machine, or gear. In all cases, a basic constant exists, which we observe to be approximately the value of 5. The probability is computed by multiplying this constant by 1/10 of the percentage that the HP have been reduced. For example, if a gear's HP has been reduced to 50% of its total, then the chance of invocation would be 5 times 50 divided by 10 equals 25%. So in this case, when the attack level reaches 3, there's a 25% chance that hyper mode will set into motion. Also, apart from this, there are modification values which are added to the basic value accordingly with the release of each attack from levels 1 to 3. In other words, the chances of hyper mode being invoked increases the more a gear attacks and the more a gear is attacked. The SG's hyper mode induced by the aforementioned probability can emit immeasurable amounts of energy, so from that aspect, it may appear ideal to use as the master engine of a fighting machine. However, in reality, they have not yet progressed to the level of use as power for actual warfare, due to reasons such as their unpredictability and the fact that no gear frame exists that is rigid enough to possibly endure these energy emissions. Wow. Thanks, game. Post-game tutorial. Looks like we can get out of our gears and go in here on foot. This is, some jarring music. Oh, you! How do you like my shop? Pretty good, huh? It's Joe's shop, so of course it's all Joe brand. It's him. Really? That's so good for damage, but the fuel. Oh, damn. That's crazy. So, how do you like it? Come again sometime. Two, matchlock, pop jerky. Is that all that this building is? Wait, really? That's crazy. I assume that it's like all just, you know, common items. Yeah, can you just give me the cliff notes for that? I assume that that's, Actually, does it... Are you sure that it doesn't affect, the thing with Emeralda? Okay. Then yeah, just go ahead and give me the Cliff Notes version of it. What? That's a gear piece, isn't it? Who is that a weapon for? Is that a weapon for, Saitan? Big Joe is a boxer from the Zaboom era and was frozen because he wanted to live longer, but they froze him too fast and couldn't thaw him with their tech, which is how he made it to present day. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, the G Godfather is what I picked up. Actually, is that a bullet for... Yeah, I was about to say, is that the, ultimate bullet for, Billy's gear? Am I supposed to hop out here? Ow! Jeez! Those griffins were hitting literal multiple times harder than any other enemy I've encountered here. Also, is that... Am I supposed to be able to go through that door? Is that just an instance of interact boxes being dumb in this game? Okay. Looks like we can get out of our gears and go in on foot. Where? Where are you seeing that, Faye? Please no griffins. Fuck. Me, I'm just gonna make a save state. Load that save state. Continue loading the state until I'm able to run away. Actually, I can just call my gear. There we go. I don't see where I can go in. Is it this right here? No. Oh yeah, holy shit, that's hard to see. Oh no. Phew. Z Charger. That's not for any of the gears that I've got. Yeah. Trying to think who the Z Charger would be for. That is a gear weapon, right? Is a gear accessory, okay. That actually could be useful. Where are we? Congratulations, Ellie. Another year has come and passed. Yes, Happy New Year, Kim. I don't know what it is, but just now, you sounded like an old person speaking. No, well, this time last year, I never would have thought the war would come this far. Yes, but we managed to get by without getting involved. But it's not over yet. Why, at this very moment, people are still dying. Let's stop talking about this. Let's not dwell on the past year, not at the start of a new year. Yes, well, today at least, I want to spend a day without worrying. Stupid idiots, a bunch of fools. Kim, you're too loud. I don't care if they hear me. All the people here are also fools. Kim! Think about it. What's the purpose of fighting each other on such a tiny planet as this? Fighting out of fear of being hunted into a corner. Rushing in to fight as if there were only so many reserved seats to the right of life. Starting a war is stupid. Inciting it is also stupid. Killing people as an act of terrorism or as a protest against wars that kill people is just as stupid. You're all fools. Kim, I felt sorry for that child, but I don't think people in Ravine destroyed the generator with that intention. They don't have any other ways to express themselves. The government is the one to blame. Is that a good enough reason for that child or those dead people? It wasn't much of an operation. It was difficult, but there were enough but there was enough chance to win. We'd have won if we had better equipment. That child would have been saved if there was electricity. It's not just that child. 5 people died in my hospital. The ICU didn't function. Stupid. Just fools. Humans, creatures are meant to live. Why do they want to die out? Why do they strangle themselves? Humans are defective creatures. A bunch of fools. That's why genetic damage is up lately. The birth rate is also going down. Only 30 years to live? Nature, this planet, won't allow humans to live any longer than that.
Am I a fool too?
Huh?
I had a physical at the hospital today. They said I can't have children because of hereditary genetic damage. I can't create life. I'm a creature waiting to become extinct. Am I also a fool?
It's no good. It's not gonna work. Somehow we must break the spell, or the humans on this planet will die out. No, I don't care about humans. Life itself will be ruined if we don't do something. Some pure life, not cursed. A pure life. This is the new spirit vessel that will break the curse. It hasn't awakened yet. The form was created by nanomachines, but neural stimulation hasn't been done by the assembler tower yet. It's physically stable, but still doesn't function as a living creature yet.
A nanomachine colony?
No matter how many times we rewrite the hereditary codes, the impressions embedded in our bodies cannot be stopped. It was necessary to pursue this further. We had to recreate the molecular, no, actually the atomic level by referring to the structural patterns of you and I. This child holds our futures and possibilities.
Can this child be the angel who can give us more time? I remember. Long ago, you, Kim, died. Right before Town died. It was because soldiers of Town tried to use me.
That's right. The memory in my soul. It was left in me for your sake.
While I being held, Krellian told that the ultimate work of art, that technology give birth to. Yes, I knew I was the thing. Look, my body. Different from Maria, Margie, and Ellie. Human imitation, but different. Kim and Ellie said I was Angel.
Yes, you are the child I, or Kim, wished for. Kim has been a part of me, in my blood, passing his memory down the generations for the past 4,000 years. Existing for the day that the child who Kim was never able to embrace for so long would be born. I'm starting to tear up again, fuck.
Faye, thank for being substitute Kim till now, but it okay. I be strong and make Kim and Ellie proud that I their child. What? Faye, body's so hot. Faye, hold me tight. Don't let go. Faye, body. I became adult. Adult I. Not get in your way anymore.
Okay. Did that actually change? Damn. Interesting. Is that just a cosmetic change, or is that a gameplay change as well? Also, is this the end of the dungeon? And I assume that that's the end of the dungeon. Cool. Damn. Yeah, that's it. Okay. It's a shame that you have to wait so late in the game to do that. Granted, I guess you don't get Emeralda until late in the game. Or at least late in Disc 1. But still, imagine if you could go to this dungeon and do that as soon as you had Emeralda in the party. Okay, I'm gonna make a save state here because I just want to test something. So, I assume that I just go in here. Oh, do I need to fly in? Okay, yeah. So, I guess, we'll probably be finishing the game tomorrow. Or at least, you know, granted that I can finish the final dungeon in about 2 hours, but, you know, I don't know how long or in-depth this dungeon actually is, or if it's just a fancy boss fight with no dungeon in between. But yeah, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for helping me find the stuff in the optional dungeon that I needed. I also find it really funny that Big Joe, of all characters, got extra lore. It's like, you know, here's the really funny thing. If you think about how much we know about the characters, compare how much we know about Big Joe to how much we know about Choo Choo. We know nothing about Choo Choo. Like, Choo Choo just kind of showed up and was like, hey, I'm cute. I'm part of your party now. And I can turn into the size of one of your mechs. But yeah, honestly, I probably will take Emeralda into the final dungeon, just because, like, honestly, she's a better fighter than Saitan is currently, because she has higher level death blows. But, yeah, so I guess, tune in tomorrow for, the finale, hopefully. Hopefully I don't get completely walled by the final boss. The final boss is gonna absolutely kick my ass. Zero. Or mini-bosses along the way. So, finale tomorrow, if I can't, or if I can beat the, final boss. Wouldn't worry about it, though? Okay. Yeah, it seems like Faye's huge power-up that he got is kind of intended to carry you through the remaining bit of the game. Because, like, holy crap, the fact that you have 99% hyper mode activation is absurd. Like, it's almost better than having id mode. Almost. Just because id mode can be activated on command. But the thing that makes it, like... Actually, I guess it is better than id mode, just because it doesn't, require fuel to activate. But yeah, hope that y'all enjoyed. Hopefully finish up tomorrow. And then afterward, there might be, like, I'm not entirely sure. I think that we're planning on doing Pokemon. I'll have to double check with my friend. And we'll have... There might be a, test stream at some point to double check to make sure that we can do Pokemon the way that we want to. And, if we can't, then I'll just figure something else out to fit in my stream slot. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching, and I guess I will see you tomorrow, hopefully. Have a good one.